Welcome, Scorpio, to your Astro Dice reading for December. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, finally into December, almost ready for Christmas. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot, make a small horoscope for the month. Okay, extra entertainment. Let's see. Well, I do see something that I do actually like, and this is your own energy coming out. Scorpion energy into the 11th house with the sun. So, going straight with the sun over here, this is what is it? It is your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved, guys. So we're talking about self, right? Sun, revolving around me. It starts with me, and then I can spread it everywhere else. But literally talking about your destiny, what are you doing, Scorpio? Coming in with your own Scorpion energy. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. So there could be literally some secrets to your destiny that you're holding on tightly to. I do feel that that is, but that's normal. It's normal behavior for people. You don't want to always, we think about things, but it doesn't mean we need to share everything, right? And why would you want to share something if you're just not really 100% sure exactly where it's going just yet? So it does feel like it could be a thinking process going on about what to do with your destiny. What is my next step? What am I going to do next? Talking about the 11th house. And the 11th house, remember, we only pick one house of 12 houses. So this is just the 11th house. And this is where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So really, it's almost like you're looking at this star, right? And thinking about what it is I need to do. What is it that's so important for me? So let's see exactly what's going on over here. Getting straight into it, the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. We will do the beginning of the month first, then move to the mid-month and end of the month. That way I don't have to backtrack. I was backtracking a lot, and then I thought, oh boy, it just makes the video one, too long, and number two, I don't want it to be confusing. Okay, guys, let's go. Angels of four directions. So feeling like you are definitely guided. You are definitely guided by the four angels, right? When we talk about the four angels, we are talking about Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel, and Michael. Those are the four guardian angels. So when we're talking about this, it's saying I am guarded by the four directions of the angels, telling me which way my destiny needs to go. What am I doing? But being divinely guided to do so. So definitely not on a journey by yourself. Oh my gosh. And the next card coming out is family and friend guides. Wow. Guys, I think I want to kind of keep these together. Because no matter what their spirit cards and they're saying, you are divinely guided. This is a divinely guided process. Whether it's, you have the angels watching out for you, plus your family and your friends, your ancestors, however, your higher self, you are definitely divinely guided. I don't really think that we need two cards, but we will definitely, it's like, how do you keep them together? We're just going to keep them together kind of like this. Because this is saying, no matter what, you're divinely guided. And it's almost like they're saying that, oh my gosh, how is that? Angels are pushing your ancestors and your higher self. You see what I'm saying? Like they're pushing. There is a lot. I can't wait to do chakra. We're definitely doing chakra this month, and I'm telling you right now, because this is talking about star soul chakra. This is where your soul is interconnecting with the highest plane of yourself in the heavens, right? Where the angels live. And the angels are not only watching after you, but they're also pushing your ancestors, pushing your higher self, pushing, You see what I'm saying? Your spirit guides towards you. That's deep. And that's because there's something so deep within the sun of the immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny involved that they are helping you. And this is something that needs to be done. Okay, let's just get to the next one. This is crazy. That's just mind blowing. And I know that it wants, it just does not go here. It's so let's see what the Scorpio is saying. Clarify on the Scorpio for the beginning of the month. Wow. Having an intense reading over here. There is some back and forth. Why are you getting 2 cards, guys? I don't ever remember getting a reading for Astrodice with 2 cards falling out. Let's just do it, right? That's what they want. Okay, so this card's coming. It's the card that came out first is back and forth. There's some kind of back and forth thing going on, and within thoughts, and within plans, within maybe a relationship. Remember, we're in the 11th house, so it could be definitely back and forth in wishes. Take it how it is. It's the wishes, the luck, the friends, and the social occasions. It might even be everything and all involved. Maybe you feel like it's back and forth. Sometimes I have good luck in the beginning of the month, and then it's really shitty. Maybe I feel like I'm communicating with my friends and my loved ones, and then all of a sudden it's cut off. So there is definitely something that is back and forth. It feels good, and then it doesn't feel good. And all you really want is the great achievement. Now it's coming together. So it's saying this back and forth, and all I really want is great achievement. All I really want is this. This is all I want. But it keeps going back and forth. It's like the energy is not stable. So we're going to put the 2 cards on top of each other. So the intention is having the great achievement for the situation. All I really want right now is great achievement. Now, it does show you do have great achievements. There is great achievements. But then it goes back to being not so good. True love upside. It's about love. It's about the friendship. It's about the things you do love. It's about the things you're passionate about. So take that how it resonates. What I truly, really love, it's for some of you, it's definitely the luck and wanting to grant the wish of some kind of commitment and true love. Wow. 2 cards coming out together on the whole thing. And, it wants to definitely, and the bottom of the deck is travel. Traveling back and forth, wanting the great achievement within this situation. This is where you want it to grant your wish. You want their wish granted through the cosmos for your destiny to be within the purpose of this and having the luck. Okay. Well, I'm going to put the travel card over here. Kind of won't be able to see it, but I'm putting it up there for my own self, because really what it is this traveling back and forth. And I do feel like the secret is that through your destiny, this is what I really truly want. This is where I want the love. I want the love. I want this to be a wish upon a star, for this to fix itself. It's not fixing itself. Okay. So clarifying on the friends, family, and guides. On the friends, family, and guide, the reason the spirit is coming in is because they see the disappointments. They see, literally see with the moon. Look at that. We're looking down on you. We're here with you, and we're seeing your disappointments. We see that you're going to walk away, or that you're thinking of escaping, or that they're trying to escape you. But the whole thing is that we don't want you to escape. I don't know. We'll have to see what it is. What is that? It's a lot of overindulgence and isolation, pushing you to be alone. Could have been some gossip that really screwed this up. take that how it resonates. We've got partying, overindulgence, isolation. If it resonates with you, you know exactly what it is. The great achievement is wanting the passion. But it causes the scattered energy, and there's the scattered energy back and forth, right? Fragmenting energy in its own way, back and forth, pushing me back and forth, scattering your energy. Because why? Because you're frustrated. You're frustrated because you're looking for this great achievement from this person. You could be dealing with some kind of Pisces, Cancer, or maybe even even Aries. But however it is, could be just a fire sign in itself. However it is, though, it's causing these great delays. It's almost like we're doing such a fantastic job in the beginning of the month, and then all of a sudden you delay, you pull away from me, and then you isolate me. And then the angels come in and they're pushing you. Where are they? Are they pushing you towards them, or are they pushing you away from them? Because they want you on the best destiny. We'll figure that out in a minute. Maybe you already know where it's leading you. Maybe you already know. Right? Because it's going to be a little bit different for some of you. I feel like some of you feel like, you know what, I want this easygoing atmosphere. But then in some ways, it's almost like maybe it's telling you it's not going to work. No. Preparation and progress for expanding the horizon. That's maybe some of you have a secret agenda that you're thinking about leaving. It's definitely causing some kind of mood shift, though. We've got the moon over there sitting inside that. I just keep seeing the mood shift. And I think that's another of that back and forth energy of the mood shift. Of maybe I should just leave. Maybe I should just pack up my stuff. Maybe I need to go get involved in my own purpose in my own life. But I think that a lot of you are having this kind of breakthrough communication within yourself as your intuition. Your intuition has to be pretty high. And yeah, thank you. High Priestess has to be high in its own way, because I just don't see how this would all come down this way. So it's almost like you're coming through the purpose and understanding of, is this going to actually work? Where's the wish that grants my wishes? And it's almost like Spirit is trying to tell you, you know what you need to do deep within yourself. You know whether or not this is going to work or it's not. You already understand. It's almost like you're fighting the inevitable. Looking for that great reward, pushing everything you have into your reward for this. But I don't see discovering new ideas, knowing that you are a free spirit and having freedom. And I think that a lot of you know that that's exactly where the wish is actually going to come through. The breakthrough for yourself is exactly where you know it's going to be. Connecting higher within yourself. You know, you're communicating with yourself, with the higher spirits. I don't care if it's through dream, just knowing your intuition is sparking over here. I do believe that some of you are fighting the inevitable when it comes to this relationship, fighting for the great achievement, but it almost feels like the great achievement in the beginning of the month is only when they want it. And then when they're done, they kind of push you away. So then they kind of isolate you. Causes a lot of frustration. Going straight to the mid-month. Mid-month, please. So it could be that the secret for the, and there is definitely some intense emotions. I'm going with that. Scorpion, intense emotions. For sure. Mid-month, please. Now, feeling is optimistic about the situation. Fragmented energy, we already see that. But it seems like the fragmented energy is actually, that back and forth kind of energy is now dissipating as you're starting a new beginning. And the new beginning could even be a new thought process of the situation and having a better understanding of what is going on around you. Really pushing everything away. It's almost like you don't have that back and forth energy anymore with the fragmented energy in reverse, because you understand that everything that's going on around this situation is kind of a negative outlook, or maybe they're just too negative and you're just having this understanding of how negative it is. Clarifying on the optimism, please, into the 11th house. You put in a lot of there's a lot of productivity that's gone on within this situation, and a lot of responsibility and hard work, but it's almost like you're not receiving what you want. It's almost like you're kind of standing up for yourself and your own rules and your own power. Where it felt like there was no, where the negative is really coming from is from this other person. The negativity towards the situation. The communication is not exactly where you want it to be, but at least you're starting to find your own leadership and having respect for yourself to have this understanding. And the respect also for yourself is not allowing to fragment energy anymore. But it does say that you're still isolating yourself and being alone, seeking the truth within your situation. There's going to have to be a lot of hermiting and a lot of isolation and a lot of higher thinking as you're really trying to seek the truth within the situation. See, that's why you're not fragmenting energy anymore, is because now you have this better understanding of this situation. Come around probably the 15th through the 20th, my friends. Okay, you're having this better understanding that, you know what, this is where it's going to be. I don't have to have fragmented energy anymore because I'm not allowing it within my life. You do realize that this person is cold and moody, and your inner feelings towards the situation is this is the way they are. Some of you definitely dealing with some kind of Aries, Pisces, or a Sagittarius. Like I said, doesn't have to be, but I definitely see a lot of that. But you do see that there is a lot of emotional manipulation. And see, when you stop fragmenting the energy and you start understanding what's going on around you, you start connecting towards the mid-month. You're starting to understand. And instead of wanting a second chance within the situation, this is where you kind of come at mercy with yourself. Having the understanding that, look, my purpose and my divine and destiny and the things that are going on within my soul have this better understanding. Finally kind of like waking up. This is kind of the awakening to the situation. That this is not working. You wanted it to work so bad within the 11th house, but you're coming to the conclusion that where you wanted the cosmos to grant your wishes. It's almost like they're trying to blow their horn and say, you know what, I am granting your wishes for your better good. Because that's all they really want. They want to, they want your better good. So it's almost like you're having an inner calling for a wake up to have the understanding that, you know what, this is the way it's going to be. This connection, what I was looking for, is just not going to happen. For some of you, I don't feel like there was a really good connection to begin with. For some of you, I feel like it has been back and forth relationship for a long time. And I think that you've just been trying your hardest to really work out the nits and bugs and all that stuff, you know what I mean? And really trying to give them the love and the compassion and really bring them towards you. But I just feel like it's just a back and forth thing for a long time. With the new beginning, you're starting to, no matter what, your intuition is open. You're not going to lose your intuition this month, guys. You're going to be all clarity. Why? Because it's really what you need. You're having a reevaluation on the situation, and the more you have a reevaluation, you're in this new cycle of thinking. Like I said, I just knew it. When I seen the new beginning, it was a new cycle of the way you're feeling, new cycle of the way you're seeing and having the understanding to the situation this month. Having better, I don't know, you're just feeling better. You might even find new love for some of you. But there is definitely some kind of happy surprise that is coming your way, but it definitely has nothing to do with them. I'm so sorry. It doesn't have anything to do with them. It's some kind of message that's coming through that has something, because you're saying you have an ending to a beginning and a change and a transformation. And this is where the cycle is definitely changing for you, Scorpion card. So it's definitely saying that whatever this is actually going to give you an opportunity on some kind of missed chance or lost opportunity. It almost feels like If you walked away from something that you really loved and enjoyed, you could be returning back to something that yes, absolutely, something that you're actually passionate about. And it's going to give you the happiness that you're really looking for and really wanting a healthy connection. So, and if there is a missed opportunity too with some kind of other love, then that person could be coming into your life. It definitely could be some kind of earth sign. Um, so if you feel that way as well, depending on what it is you feel you gave up or you lost, something of this nature, because that's really what it looks like. I gave up on this for them, and now I'm going to return because that's where I want to be. I'm not doing it for them anymore because this is healthy for me. And then for others of you, it could be a healthy connection through a partnership, a friend, maybe even walked away from a friend. Maybe they hated this friend and it's your best friend and you return back to this friend, start hanging out with them. Something definitely like this, my friends. And it just feels like it's much healthier for you. And there's a lot of, connection there. And at the end of the month, going right towards Christmas time, guys, we're going straight to not being their victim anymore. Wow. Man, I heard that. Wow, as soon as I seen victim mentality, it's like, I am not your victim anymore. You can't do that to me anymore. You can't manipulate me. You can't hold me back from the things that I want to do. I am not your dog. You don't own me. You don't control me. There's something going on while I'm not your victim anymore. And happy success. Teacher is upside down, which means I don't need to listen to what you're telling me anymore. I'm not your victim. You can't tell me what I can do, what you can't do. Don't tell me I can't do that. Your learning from them is over. You already learned what it was. And I do believe that the 11th house, with your granting wishes, guys, you will have happy success. It's just that, what's crazy? It's kind of like sometimes we wish for something to happen, but it's not good for us. Spirit is literally telling you in the beginning of the month, this is not good for you. I have so much better for you. So what you think you want is not really what you need. But that's kind of good, though, because it means you're being pushed in the right direction for whatever thought that you had at this time, as a happy success is coming through. So communicating is very good, and I see at the end of the month, there's a lot of beautiful things going on over here, which is really kind of crazy. But I don't think that it's 100% done. I think it's just you kind of I don't know, I just feel like you're kind of standing up for yourself right now for some reason. Definitely feeling like there's failure within this situation, but you're not going to allow it to affect you. You do see the failure within this. You're going to feel like the failure is in the 11th house, right? Because you're not going to see that the dream that you're looking for is coming true. But it doesn't always work like that. I just said that. So this is talking about the inner feelings of what you have and giving yourself back the self-care that is needed. This is where you're actually, pretty much saying, you know what? And for some of you, you might even feel like this person is codependent on you. Maybe you're the one that makes all the money and you know what? They love to eat your money. Oh my, come on. Codependency with the teamwork. So, but it is talking about you building something over here that's different than what you were building before. On the teacher over here, you definitely have the new ideas, and you're definitely not in that area anymore of, you know what, we're going to try to teamwork this out and teach each other this and that. No, I'm all done. I'm actually learning new things. I'm kind of curious of new things. And you're going to feel very restless. And I think that this is where this, I want to connect with what something I really loved is really coming into play. So It doesn't mean that you actually returned 100% to something you gave up or a friend. For some of you, you might just be thinking about it still. But however it is over here, it's talking about communication, restless. You're going to be really feeling very restless towards the end of the month over here. And there is going to be some high expectations and some haste going on within the way you're feeling. Because you're really feeling that this is unachievable expectations that you had from this person. And you're realizing that they're not giving out the teamwork that you wanted. It's like you knew it all here. And now it's almost like they're in show. It's almost like, okay, I know what you're doing here. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. It's like, I know exactly what you're doing, and that's why I'm pulling away. I have totally aware of the situation. I'm not going to let you do this anymore. But then all of a sudden, it's almost like you have this new perception of what they're doing. And it's almost like, damn, the mid-month, I knew it, I seen it, and boy, are you really showing it to me during Christmas time. So just watch your anxieties and your worries about the situation. Remember that, you know, there is some despair. And then I think the despair is, you know, the acceptance of I need to move on. But you have a happy success over here with the nurturing and the practical understanding. Feeling like you do have your intuition still high, still feeling like there is some spirituality and intuition that's really pushing you into a new direction. Actually, yes, there it is. The Chariot coming out, definitely pushing you into a new direction. And it's Spirit is saying, this is it. I need you to actually, you know, and you already feel like you kind of cut the ties in the mid-month. But now right here, it's almost like I really need to cut them. So maybe you shredded them, but they weren't completely cut. That makes sense? Like, it's almost like maybe I'll give you kind of another opportunity over here to prove me wrong from mid-month, that I am seeing it wrong. Who knows? Maybe even in the mid-month, we don't dig that deep, right? But maybe they're even in the mid-month, they're telling you, you're crazy. That doesn't happen, right? And then all of a sudden, come the end of the month during Christmas time, you're like, yeah, right. Sure. Okay, you sit over here and tell me I'm crazy and that doesn't happen. And then when I go to ask for teamwork, you'll push me away? All I want to do is help make the ham with you. And you said no. And then you made me sad. Because then I said, wow, there really is no cooperation. Wow, there really is nothing here. So then they have the acceptance and say, well, then shit. All month, all I've been doing is thinking about this, feeling this, knowing what's going on, even sometimes denying the situation because I don't want to believe it, because all I really want is for this to work. And then you surely show me exactly what I was just talking about. Because I do believe in mid-month, you may say something. You may say something like, wow, you know, I kind of had this epiphany. And they'll be like, no, I don't think so. It's all you. And then that's where they kind of make you feel like you're playing victim. And it's like, I'm playing victim. That's manipulation and a narcissist behavior for them to make you feel like you're playing victim when all they're doing is treating this way. So, yes, you're very restless. Look at that, restless. Not feeling like you want to move at this time, knowing exactly what you're supposed to do, but not really picking up the pace just yet. So definitely we're going to call this Scorpion procrastination. Fence setting. Because you don't want to think about the consequences. You don't want to really do this. Because there's still love. But it does say that there is going to be some kind of surrender and letting go. Now, that does not mean that you're walking out of the relationship just yet. It just means that, you know what, I'm still kind of looking deep set before I make my exit. Excuse me, guys. After I make my exit. Because you have to really, really think. Because now you're going to actually think. And this is where the secrets are coming in. Oh, now we go back to the beginning of the reading. Right? The very beginning where I said you have some kind of secret that's going to come, but I don't want to share it because I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. So this is where you're pausing with the Hangman and you're saying, okay, this is where the surrender, and you know what, this is where I'm going to have to self-sacrifice something, but I'm not sure exactly how to do it. So this is a beautiful I swear to God, dude, this card here should be a Scorpio card. I swear, you know, because it's talking about fence setting. But this one's the fence setting of I don't know exactly what I want to do yet, so I'm procrastinating the situation by thinking and meditating, because you have so much thinking, so much meditating, and so much intuition going on this month that it's almost crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a reading this intense with intuition. So definitely your intuition's sparking, but it's also because the spirit is really coming through too. So I think that's another thing as well. But definitely looking at new perspectives over here, because you don't want to bounce until you actually know where you're bouncing to, right? And that makes sense. I'm right there with you. I totally agree on this one. And you know me, I'm not big on the Scorpio fence setting, guys. Come on, my best friend's a Scorpio. Come on, do your hair already. It's been a half an hour. We're going to be late. She'll be late to her own funeral. She was late to her own wedding. Okay, so not even a joke. But, so I told her she'll be late to her own wedding, or her own funeral. She already did that one. Couldn't believe it. 40 minutes late to her own wedding. It's like crazy. But anyways, the whole point here is I like this one though, because this one says, don't leap until you know where you're leaping. Don't do nothing until you really have it figured out, right? Really have to figure out what you're going to do before you make any action, right? Find yourself, make that bonding within yourself before you try to create something new. Keep yourself in the knowing. This way you can continue to see the answers, making new decisions, having discussions within yourself, maybe even discussions with your, your bestie or your mom or whoever, right? Because no matter how it is, you're definitely going to have to make some kind of huge a leap of faith. That's really what it is. So there is definitely going to be this delay, and you're probably going to end up isolating. You're definitely going to be isolating yourself away from them. And I do feel like for some reason, for somebody out there, and probably more than one of you, as soon as you go into isolation mode, they want to nitpick at you and poke at you. It's almost like they let you go for a little while, and then it's like, what are you doing? It's like, oh my God. But see, at the end of the month, you're really going to start really noticing that they're picking on you. You see what I'm saying? But not having any realization that they are the ones that keep pushing you back. I come to you for love, you push me away. We're doing good for a little while, and then all of a sudden, you want to bring up the past or do something, to pick on me. I'm so sorry, it just feels like it's picking on you. If they don't get their way or they want something, maybe they want it now, something. So it does say that your wishes and your luck will change, but it's definitely going to have to be within some sort of surrender, letting go, and having self-sacrifice to do so for the overall change. Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.